Will you please welcome your host, Anthony Davis. Welcome to Stakeout, TV's ruthless and compelling quiz show, where the players bring £250 into the studio to play the game. The players have to pick on each other to survive. They have to take risks to win. Losers are eliminated, but winners can keep on winning and turn their starting stake of £250 into thousands of pounds. So let's play Stakeout. We matched their starting stake of £250 with a further £250, giving them £500 with which to play the game. Now, last time, you left us midway through Face-Off, the round in which the players play directly against each other. So before we pick up, let me reintroduce our players and tell you how their cash totals stand so far. Jim, you've got £200. Now, it's not so good, I'm afraid. You did come to the show with 500 quid, and so it's dropped 300. You're going to have to work a little bit harder to push that up if you can. Rose, you've got £575 at the moment, which is a respectable score. Paul, you were our current champion. You're now on £600. But David, out ahead with £1,175. That's how the money totals stand. So let's continue with Face-Off. Everyone has already played one face-off, so we've refreshed the category board and we start again. We play this round until only 2 players remain. David, it's your turn. Pick a player, pick a category and pick an amount to play for. The most you can play is everything your opponent has, as long as you can match it. So who are you going to play against, please, David?
Paul.
Playing against Paul. And now a category, if you can, please, from the following: TV, sport, pop, politics and science and nature.
Pop, please.
Pop, very good. And now an amount to play for.
600, please.
For £600. Looks like you might be trying to play Paul out of the game. It's a face-off. It's between David and Paul for £600. Stand by on your buzzers. Here comes the question. Which surname links singers Des, Hazel and Sinead? David.
O'Connor.
O'Connor is correct. Well done. You've just taken £600 from Paul, which means he's down to nothing. Paul, I'm afraid you've been bankrupted. You have to leave Stakeout.
Well, the thing was, I got the first round questions wrong, which made £150 difference, and I sort of couldn't quite get going. After that, I just couldn't get momentum going, and David challenged me to the whole 600, and he beat me to the buzzer.
Sorry to lose Paul. He was a champion, but it's just as easy to lose that title. Rose, you could win it. Who knows? Now you have to choose a player to play against for your face-off, please.
I'd like to play with Jim, please.
Playing Jim, and now a category from the following. You have TV, sport, politics or science and nature.
TV, please.
Choosing TV, and now an amount to play for.
£200.
For £200. OK, if you get this right, Rose, do remember you will be taking Jim out of the game. So listen very carefully. It's a face-off. It's between Rose and Jim for £200. Stand by on the buzzers. Here comes the question. Which EastEnder actor went on to star in Heartbeat? Rose.
Nick Berry.
Nick Berry is correct. Very well done. You've just taken £200 from Jim, which means, Jim, you've been bankrupted. It's time for you to leave the game.
Desperately disappointed. Like, you know, the ground could swallow you up. Yeah, I'm very sorry for my poor performance. I think you probably would have done a bit better.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Let's see how the money totals stand right now. Rose, you're holding £775, but David, you're £1,000 ahead with £1,775. We're down to 2 players, so let's play All or Nothing. As the name suggests, one of you will leave with nothing, the other will take the lot. All or Nothing is a buzzer round, head-to-head. The stakes start at £100 and rise rapidly. Get it right and you win the stake from your opponent. When you can no longer match a stake, you'll play for what you have left. Sudden death or double your stake. David, you've got £1,775. Rose, you have £775, which means there's £2,550 to play for. Good luck to you both. Here comes the first question. Corfu, Kefalonia and Zakynthos are islands of which country?
Greece.
Rose. Greece is correct for £100. Who formulated the equation E equals MC? David.
Einstein.
Einstein is correct. E equals MC squared. The next question is worth 300. The characters of which comedian included Deacus the pensioner and DJ Rose?
Go on.
Time out. David, you can buzz in. I'll give you the full question. The characters of which comedian included Deacus the pensioner and DJ Delbert Wilkins? David?
Lenny Henry.
Lenny Henry is correct for £300. Sudden death now, David. Rose only has £375. If you get this right, you take the money from her. She's out of the game. Listen very carefully, both of you. The minor and major arcana are divisions of which playing cards? Time out, I'm afraid there. It's the tarot. The next question is still sudden death. It's worth £375. Listen up. Green Goddess is a name sometimes, Dave.
Fire engine.
Fire engines is correct. Very well done. You've taken all of the money from Rose. She now has nothing. I'm sorry, Rose, but it's time for you to leave Stakeout.
During the first round of face-off, all three of the gentlemen there chose me as their competitor, with different subjects and different stakes. And I have to say that I could see certainly from Paul's expression, that he was not impressed when I took some of his money, which was a great feeling, I have to say.
I'm absolutely delighted to have won the first game. I think there's more luck involved than skill. Obviously you have to have the knowledge, but you have to have the luck for the right answers to be asked on the day and that you can recall them, recall the answers.
Congratulations to David, our new Stakeout champion. You came to this game, David, with £250, which you've played into £2,550. You can now bank £2,300, leaving you with £250 to bring back to Stakeout. Will you play again?
Yes, please.
Excellent. Well, we've got plenty of time to play again, so let's meet David's 3 new challengers and play another game of Stakeout. David, looking forward to playing again?
I certainly am.
I bet you are. Let me take the money again, £250 to play the game. Jamie, how do you think your dad's doing?
Very well.
Not bad at all, is he? I'm sure you're very proud of him, and we are too. Enjoy the game.
I'll try.
Hi there, your name is?
Angela.
Hi there, Angela. Let me take the money from you if I can. Where have you come from today?
Warwick.
Warwick, very nice. And who have you got with you?
One of my friends, Ed, my mum, and my husband, Nathan.
Very nice. OK, we'll give her all the support that she needs and enjoy playing Stakeout. Hi there, your name is?
Paul.
Hi there, Paul. Let me take the money from you, please. £250 in cash to play the game. Where have you come from today?
From Hastings.
From Hastings, very good. And doing battle with these 3, who are they?
It's my friend Nigel, my wife Kathy, and my brother-in-law Eddie.
A right motley crew?
Absolutely.
OK, we'll enjoy playing Stakeout.
Thank you.
And last but by no means least, I'm sure your name is?
John.
Hi there, John. Let me take the money from you, please. £250 in cash to play the game. Where have you come from today?
From Iceland, Anthony.
Where's that?
Near Glasgow.
Near Glasgow. Fantastic. A long way, but that's good. I'm sure it'll be worth the trip. Who's with you?
It's a guy I met in the street just before I come in the studio.
Really? Do you know, we get a lot of that here. Yeah. Well, you know, you shouldn't be loitering, because, you know, you'll get picked up by somebody eventually, won't you? Who is he? What's his name?
His name's Alan.
Alan?
Yeah.
OK, well, I'm pleased that you've got that far into your relationship. Find out each other's names. Well, I have £1,000 here of our contestants' money. Let's play Stakeout. Let's find out what the supporters had to say about their players.
If Angela has a weakness, it's probably sports. Angela does enjoy taking risks. We haven't discussed splitting the money, but I think we're pretty sure that we're going to take some of it from her if she wins.
Paul should do quite well, I think. He's fairly good with money, and I think he'll know when to bet and when not to bet, and he's pretty OK on the buzzer. So yeah, I think Paul will do pretty well today. We've got high hopes anyway.
John has defeated. He wanted a counsellor for about 4 weeks. He was on a quiz show before and he was devastated when he was beaten. He's never let it down, actually. He hates himself for it. So I don't think he'll get beaten today.
Edifying. Each player came to the studio with £250. We're going to match that with another £250, giving them a starting stake of £500. The aim of the game, as always, is to bankrupt the other players, win their cash and stay on as a champion. Plenty of chances for you to win and to lose your cash. We start with All In. I'm going to ask you a question with 3 possible answers. A stake of £75 is taken from each of you, which means there's £300 up for grabs on every question. Whoever answers correctly splits the pot. Here comes your first question. What's the name of the twin sisters, Angela and Maria, who won seats in the 2001 general election? A. Wren, B. Sparrow, or C. Eagle? Select your answer now. The answer we were looking for is C, Eagle, and I can see that nobody gets that right that time, I'm afraid. So we'll try again for £75 each way. Here it comes. Which state of the USA is nicknamed the Keystone State? A, Pennsylvania, B, Delaware, or C, Washington? Select your answer now. A is the answer we're looking for, Pennsylvania. You all get that right. Well done. You all get your stake back. Here comes your third question. Which song provided a top 10 hit for both Celine Dion and Jennifer Rush? A, The Power of Life, B, Power of a Woman, or C, The Power of Love? Select your answers now, please. Of course, the answer was C, The Power of Love, because whoever heard of The Power of Life? Here comes the fourth and final question. In which year were women in Great Britain given the vote? A, 1908, B, 1918, or C, 1928? Select your answers now. The answer we were looking for was B, 1918. You all get that wrong. So we go to a buzzer question here. It's worth £300, so stand by. This could put one of you in the lead. According to the title of Jeanette Winterson's book, what are not the only fruit? Angela.
Oranges.
Oranges is correct. Well done. You've just taken £300. Let's see who's doing what in the money stakes right now. David, you're holding £425, along with Paul and John, who both have £425 as well. But out there in front is Angela with £725. We're going to take a short breather right now. Join us in a couple of minutes for Stakeout. Welcome back to Stakeout. Let's see who's leading the way in the money stakes right now. David, Paul and John, you're all holding £425, but Angela, you're ahead with £725. That's how the cash totals stand. Now we give the players a chance to take money from the bank in Cashing In. Each player gets one chance to cash in. We ask them a question, but do not give them the 3 possible answers. Before I tell them those answers, they've got to decide how much of their money to stake on getting it right. Get it right, they double their stake. Get it wrong, and the other player gets a chance to win that stake from them. Angela, we'll start with you because you have the most money. So listen very carefully. Here comes your question. In the Harry Potter stories, what sort of establishment was Gringotts? That's the question. How much are you prepared to stake on getting it right?
£50.
£50, so you're not so sure. OK, well, I'll give you the 3 possible answers. Might help you. A, school outfitters, B, library, or C, bank. Select your answer now, please, Angela. You've chosen A, and that is the incorrect answer. We were looking for bank, I'm afraid. So now we have a buzzer question. Angela's money is up for grabs between the other 3. Stand by on your buzzers. Here comes the question. Often blooming in late winter, Galanthus nivalis, a bulb producing drooping white flowers, is commonly known... John.
Edelweiss.
Not Edelweiss, no. I'll give the full question again. David and Paul, you can buzz in. Often blooming in late winter, Galanthus nivalis, a bulb Paul.
Snowdrop.
Snowdrop, very well interrupted there. I was commonly known by what name is what we were asking, so that was for £50. Very good. OK, David, it's time now for your cashing in question. Listen very carefully. Here it comes. In which country did Emiliano Zapata lead a revolt from 1911? That's your question. How much are you prepared to stake on getting it right, please, David?
425.
You're pretty certain. Here are the three possible answers. A, Mexico, B, Spain, or C, Portugal. Select your answer now. The answer we were looking for is A, Mexico. You get that correct. Very well done. Paul, it's time now for your cashing in question. Listen carefully. Which British swimmer won the Olympic 200 metres breaststroke title at Montreal in 1976? That's the question, Paul. How much are you prepared to stake on getting it right?
400.
£400. You're reasonably sure there? Here are the three possible answers. A, Duncan Goodhue. B, David Wilkie. Or C, Adrian Moorhouse. Select your answer now. You've chosen B, which is the correct answer. Well done, David Wilkie. John, it's time now for your cashing in question. Listen up. The Samuel L. Jackson movie, The 51st State, is set largely in which British city? That's your question. How much are you going to stake on getting it right, please, John? You've got 425 there. Don't
25.
think too hard. People think they freeze-framed at home.
£25.
£25. You're not so sure that's OK? All right, well, here are the three possible answers. A, Liverpool, B, Sheffield, or C, Newcastle. Select your answer now, please, John. You've selected A. I can tell you that Liverpool is correct. Very well done. Let's see what's in those cash pots right now. John, you're holding £450 there. Angela, up next with £675. David, you've got £850. It's not bad at all. But pushing out there ahead is Paul with £875. With 4 players left, that's 2 too many. We'll play face-off. This is where stakeout becomes personal, as it's time for our players to pick on each other. I'm going to ask each of them in turn to select a player to play against, a question category to play with, and a stake to play for. We'll play face-off until only 2 players remain. Now, Paul, as you're in the lead, you get to go first. Please pick a player, pick a category, and pick a stake. The most you can play for is everything your opponent has, as long as you can match it. Those are the rules, so please pick a player.
Angela.
You're playing against Angela, OK? And now a subject from the following categories: food, movies, history, geography, or literature. What's it going to be?
History.
History, very good. And now an amount to play for. Angela's holding 675 there at the moment. How much money?
400.
£400. OK, well, it's a face-off between Paul and Angela for £400. Stand by on your buzzers. Here comes the question. Which 2 wars were fought by Great Britain in South Africa between Paul?
Boer Wars.
It is. Well done for £400. Very good. That's knocked you down, Angela. David, it's time for yours. Please pick a player to play against.
John, please.
Playing against John, OK. And now a category, please. From the following, you have food, movies, geography, literature as well.
Geography, please.
Geography, very good. And now an amount to play for.
£300, please.
£300. OK, well, it's a face-off between David and John for £300. Stand by on your buzzers. Here comes the question. The seat of government and administration of the Netherlands... David.
The Hague.
The Hague is correct. Well done for £300. Very good indeed. Angela, it's time now for yours, so please choose a player to play against.
I'll play against David.
Play against David, OK. And now a category from the following. You just have 3 left up there. You've got food, movies, or literature. What's it going to be?
I have movies, please.
Movies, very good. And now an amount to play for. David's holding £1,150 at the moment.
I go for 150.
£150 of that, OK. Well, it's a face-off. It's between Angela and David for £150. Stand by on your buzzers. Here comes the question. Which 1969 film, based on a novel by Muriel Spark, is set at the David.
The prime of Miss Jean Brodie.
It is the prime of Miss Jean Brodie. Very good for £150. John, it's time now for your face-off. Please choose a player to play against.
Angela.
Playing against Angela. And now category from the following. You only have food or literature, I'm afraid, there, John. Not much to choose from.
Literature, please.
Literature, you happy with that?
Yeah.
That's good. OK, and now an amount to play for. Angela's holding £125 at the moment.
100.
For £100. OK, here it comes. It's a face-off between John and Angela for £100. Stand by on your buzzers. Here comes the question. The works of which modern novelist include The Bridge and The Wasp Factory? Angela.
Ian Banks.
Ian Banks, it is. Well done for £100. I'm now going to refresh the category board as you've all played a face-off. Paul, it's your turn to go again, so please choose a player to play against.
Angela, please.
Playing against Angela, and now a category from the following. TV, sport, pop, politics, or science and nature?
Sport, please.
Sport, very good. And now an amount to play for.
200.
£200. OK, well, it's a face-off between Paul and Angela for £200. Fingers on the buzzers, both of you. Here comes the question. Which sport is played by the Philadelphia 76ers? Angela.
Baseball.
It's not baseball, no. I can offer it to Paul if you buzz in. Yes?
Basketball.
It is basketball. Well done for £200. David, it's time now for your face-off. Please choose a player to play against.
John, please.
Playing against John. And now a category from the following, please, David. You have TV, pop, politics, or science and nature on the board.
Pop, please.
Pop. And now an amount to play for. Now, John's only holding £50 at the moment.
£50.
£50, trying to play him out of the game. OK, well, do listen very carefully, because this could be crucial for you, John. It's a face-off between David and John for John's £50. Stand by on the buzzer. Here comes the question. A quote from Willy Wonka inspired the title of which singer's Born to Do It album? David.
Craig David.
Craig David is correct. Well done. You've taken John's money. He's down to nothing. I'm afraid, John, you've been bankrupted. It's time for you to leave Stakeout.
Two quick buzzers there are contestants. I was really well stung there.
Angela, it's time now for your face-off. Now, you only have £25 at the moment. It's not a great score, I'm afraid, so you're going to have to try and push that up as much as possible if you'd like to stay in. Now, that noise means that we've run out of time. Join me and these three contestants next time, right here on Stakeout.